hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of A.T.O.M RPG. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we have a lot of trouble in the bunker, in the mountain pass of woes. We've been here for a while, and we've been exploring and having a lot of trouble precisely here, as I was saying before. Now we found, well, we actually got through there was a bit of a blockade over there, and we passed it. And now there's enemies over here, and we're all gonna die a little bit. We're just gonna die a little bit. How's my ammo situation right now? Very well. My ammo situation, is it? Do you say very well or very good? I think it's very well because it's a, I don't know. It's very good because it's a situation, but it is. My ammo as well. My voice is not, and I am also blind. So yay! Okay, this is nothing bad. We will make do. Okay, this is not great. None of this is great, and we can't do anything. Also, I might die, but that's sort of less of a problem. Doggo, come on. Okay, yeah, I might very well die, because, yeah, can't do anything. Can't access the inventory, can't open, can't use items as you do in Fallout 1 and 2, where you just right-click and use an item for 2 action points. Doggo is being MVP right now. We're gonna get up, as long as he doesn't flee, we're gonna have, oh, I think we're good. Okay, I'm a little bit blind, but, you know, it's fine. 44, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, Doggo. Oh, no, wait. Wait a little bit. There we go. Let's give you 1, 2, 3. There you go. We have a little bit more. No, we actually don't. Yeah, because we got all the meat already. We have a little bit more meat. How long is the blindness gonna last? It's not lasting. I mean, it is lasting. That's the problem. But it's not showing up as a. I bet this counts as first aid. I bet it counts as first aid, and it's bad. It's just giving food to a dog. Come on. Anyway, I'm thinking we'll be fine if I use, and I will use one of these, and everything is back to normal. Everything is good. All we needed was our friends to help out, killing honestly, the biggest danger of the freaking whole area is that little monster of death that shows up out of the plants and just nails us and blinds us. Speaking of which, there's gonna be another one over there, and you are dead. You're dead. So if nobody else shows up, which they will, that's 42. But as long as they don't show up over there, and they do, so Doggo is blinded. I'm gonna need to tell it to avoid forever. Yeah. Not great. Not great at all. Super not great. But Doggo is gonna flee, so, and also we don't have line of sight. Okay, so things are under control a little bit. Well, I guess that's that. No, not this one. The other button. The other button. This button. Not that. This. Yeah. Okay, Doggo, you can come back. We're fine, I think. I still hear things going around, scurrying and whatnot. All that they do. Yeah, but the dog took quite a serious beating. What? It's getting worse. I think it might be Windows. Windows might be getting worse. It is definitely getting worse. Windows is just. Yeah. Let's give all the meat to the dog. That's how we fix your Windows. There we go, and we don't have any more meat, and dog doesn't have any more need for meat either. Well, for right now, anyway. So yeah, one thing that happens with Windows 10 for me is every time, well, not every time, but every once in a while, it won't listen to itself. So the way I have my system set up, thank you, 28 critical damage in the face. Ah, how I love such things. What the heck? Oh no, I don't love such things at all. Holy balls, it's a good thing I Kill the freaking dog. Okay. So you guys are useless, as per usual. So I want you right there. And honestly, it doesn't matter what else you do. Okay. There we go. Not great at all. So basically the way I do it, because like, you might have noticed that I didn't have any application running that's actually meant for recording. And that's because I'm not recording on the computer that I'm playing. I record on a different computer. So the question becomes, oh, did I take the food? I hope I did. I did. Okay. The question then becomes, how do you get the picture that shows up on the screen and the sound that we hear from one computer to the other, right? That's okay. I'm gonna take aspartame most likely, because this thing, no, it's not that heavy. This is heavy. Right. I want to take stimulants, but the problem is they are addictive. So there it is. So the way to get the picture is a capture card. You might have heard of it already. You might have one, maybe. So I had to, buy one, which is it's actually a relatively expensive piece of equipment. It's a thing. But the capture card is capable of getting sound as well. However, the way sound works is kind of interesting, because the way a no, zero critical. That's my favorite critical. Zero damage critical, I should say. I don't know what's up with my voice. I'm sorry, but I shouldn't have. Man. Well, you got a little bit more meat. So the way the capture card works is it allows you, among other ways of doing it, to sort of duplicate the picture from your computer and send it to another computer, right? But I don't listen to to the sounds from my screen from the HDMI feed, which is actually not HDMI, but let's just, for simplicity of explanation, that's what we're gonna call it. Excuse me. So I don't listen to it. I'm gonna get. Oh no! I knew this was gonna end badly. You freaking jerks. Oh, it's gonna. Okay, that's also good. So I don't listen through it through HDMI. I have my headphones and my speakers connected directly to the computer, which is, well, how normally you would have it. So where are we? After, okay. Oh no, I didn't kill that guy. Maybe this time I'll do a better job. Oh, that was super not a better job. I needed to be way closer than that. But that works too. So that's what I mean when I say the computer listens to itself. Because what I do is there's a little thing that Windows has that allows you to duplicate the sound to an output. And it's very, very handy, and you can, send it through HDMI. And that's what I do, into the capture card. There's other ways of doing that, but the computer always will need to listen to itself to do that. Let's not use this weapon. And and also let's save. Or, yes, let's save and let's heal. And what Windows 10 does, the smarty pants that it is it forgets to listen to itself. So every once in a while I'll start recording. I don't, because I pay attention to such things and get infuriated. I get infuriated. I'm always infuriating, though, so, yeah. So every once in a while, I would start recording, and there's no sound. There's just my voice, because my microphone is connected to the recording computer, not to the playing computer, as it were. And then I'm sad, because they do it on purpose. They know exactly how expensive it is to have beta testers for an operating system, because they paid them, and then they decide, you know what, let's pay less, let's have fewer people beta testing our operating system. And I just now realized that I'm killing green monsters in a dungeon, rambling about Windows 10. Anyway, you can ramble about Windows 10 too. I am very, very appreciative of hearing other people ramble about the things that I don't like in the comments. I mean, you can ramble in the comments, because if you ramble to yourself, that's sort of, I can't listen. So please do. Oh no, what have I done? Well, at least I saved. So, and also I killed the other two. What have I... Well, this might be the... Nah, it's not the correct way of doing this. Doggo didn't do the thing. There's two of them. Oh, I'm definitely not dead. Absolutely not. Super definitely not. Phew, 0 damage. Critical in the body. Oh, yeah. Such... Oh, I'm up. That's super useful. Okay, Doggo, don't get yourself into more trouble. There's more trouble. You're gonna kill me, aren't you? Seriously, after all of that, that was almost good. Anyway, there's a better way of doing it. Well, there isn't. Well, there is, actually. I'm just experimenting at this point. You can do the bursts. That's interesting because I did the burst. Remember that burst that killed the plant before? That was pretty good. Also, this is a different area of the bunker? I think it is. Still full of plastic skeletons. And old dried up blood. We can call that blood, I suppose. Can we? I suppose. I'm not actually sure how long the iron in the blood will actually the red tinge of blood isn't actually from iron, is it? It's from the red blood cells, I hear. Although white blood cells are also red, so yeah, I know it's confusing. It's confusing. And also what a cell isn't necessarily of a color because well, we can't see it. So it's microscopic. And then it's about the lens that you put in there. And this is, I think we're gonna get the mycelium, aren't we? There's just gonna be a huge mushroom. That guy had a rotten toadstool in him. I say that guy, but it's that plastic skeleton. Oh! The door is sealed. I forgot about that, didn't I? Maybe there's a way to do that. There's a computer in there. So I'm sticking to the right in fashion of exploration here. Some text is still visible on the faded, dusty old display. It reads, "Welcome to the OWL operating system, Comrade Lipkin. I remind you that your designated bulkhead door is sealed. You'll also have 2 unread messages. Underneath, under the text, there's a C thingy line from a DOS thing. So enter something. Oh, it's these ones. Okay, so if message, open, send command. Wrong command. Okay, so open. Message. What message? 1. There it is. Continue doing your job, it reads. No panic allowed. From Nikiforov. How about message 2? Keep your eyes on Skvortsov. He is the cause of most of our trouble. That's an order straight from General Petushkov. Okay. Well, I guess that's that. Open the bunker. Open the bunker. No, that's not how it is. Bulkhead door. Wrong command. Okay. If message... open. What? Okay, that's not. If bunker closed, then open. This terminal does not have permission to operate the entrance to the bunker. OWL asks you not to fret and try again. Okay, if... No, actually, that's bad. Let's try it. If bulkhead door closed, then open. Are you sure? Yes. The bulkhead door is open. OWL commends you for this act. Good job. That's not... I don't even... First off, that's not programming. This is what I wanted for sure, but... Oh, this is different... Is this a different place? Because I missed that. What is that? A machine copy! Oh, our favorite. What do we have? We might have one already. Did we... Was that a copy? Trying to... I don't think it is a copy. Or maybe it is. I mean, it's a machine to copy. That's not the point, though. Is it a thing that we had already? Oh, man, the scroll wheel is just very, very finicky. So I apologize if it's a little bit infuriating. Maybe it's not for you, because you don't know if I'm scrolling down or not. It looks like I'm not. That's why it's infuriating for me. Anyway, yeah, that's not programming. And also, it's not how... command lines work. What were they thinking? What were they trying to do on those? It's like... honestly, if then... conditions, I guess. Well, it's not even then. You don't even usually use the then condition. You just, you know, say... because notation does everything for you. Although, in BASIC, you definitely have to use then. And... what kind of language would you use for DOS? I'm not actually sure. Probably the really close to the metal programming languages. Like, I don't know their names. I don't know the names. I'm a very bad programmer. Either way, I was rambling about things before the computer showed up. Yeah, about Windows being infuriating. Oh, it also... oh, ooh. You know a lot about pre-war tech. That's why you understand how to use the strange operating system 2.0b. Which is interesting, because the other one was 2.0.a, but anyway, which looks so much different from the user-friendly OWL 1 point. Or, no, that's the period. It's just OWL 1. Which we haven't... I never used that. But it's interesting, because it says it looks different. Which means we have a graphical user interface. Which is good, because at the 1986 you already had... well, you already had OS 2. You already had... what did Mac use at the time? No, you didn't have OS 2. That's later. Did you have OS 2? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there were graphical user interfaces for operating systems anyway. Back then. Huh. I wasn't alive back then, by the way. And so I can't really say. I'm sure some of you know about all about it. But anyway, the display of the computer dimly glows in the dark. It seems like it was used by the personnel of the bunker for temporary data storage. After searching through the database, you notice that all research files were sent into the master computer located in the biolabs. Considering the state of the large computer you passed by on your way here, these documents cannot be viewed anymore, but this temporary database still holds at least some information about the things that went on in there. It's better than nothing. And normally you would get the headers. And probably hashes as well, which are of very limited usability. But the headers of the files would be good, like things like dates of editing and titles, and well, maybe folder structure if you got lucky, because that's not necessarily in the headers. It depends on the file system. At this stage, you just have fat file. That I don't know what FAT stands for. FAT, you know, you might know what it is, because like pretty much every pen drive has it, or you know, a USB drive. Projects A through R. After you pick this option, you see the following choices: Project V2, which is definitely not the German V2, I would say. Project Mycelium and Project Mausoleum. Okay, let's go with V2. Start 0383. Project scrapped. Goal of project: adapting popular crops for underground growth. Popular crops, I do enjoy that. Results were partial success. Crops need a lot of UV light. Noticed some mutations. Then this is so not right of anything. Mutated strains led to creation of stable hybrid. See Project Leborod. Probably, because it's got the H, so yeah. Yeah, notice some mutations. Like, for example, domestication of plants is a mutation. So if you... yes, you would have that's like... of course you notice mutations. Everything... it's... and anyway, I'm pretty sure you can grow plants just without, you know, underground. I'm pretty sure you can do that without sunlight. Although, you know, I don't know if it's UV light. That's the thing. I don't know if it's UV light or if you need other forms of radiation. Usually it's just radiation, because that's how you transmit the energy. It's not magic. The sun is not magic. It's just simple energy in a specific frequency, and that's how photosynthesis works. But the thing is, obviously, not naturally, plants cannot grow underground away from sunlight, right? So when they say never mind the popular, adapting plants or crops for underground growth, you sort of assume that it's without sunlight. But when you add sunlight, which is what you're adding over here by adding UV light, then it's not like you can grow the plants already. Anyway, yeah, normal plants will work. What about the mycelium? Mycelium project start one. So I don't know what those numbers are for. Maybe that's the year. Yeah, 83. That'd be in March, and this would be in January 83. Yeah. Project scrapped as well. Goal of project: study the fungal biomass that was accidentally discovered during Project Stachanovets. Results unclear. Possible psychological damage to staff. Mass may... mycelium, I suppose, may or may not have high level of intellect. These scientists were already out of their minds when they wrote this. Addendum: sent samples to other installations under the PDP-4 Act, and that's the other sample that we found. So maybe if we had destroyed that other sample, it wouldn't have broken anything, because this is probably where the main mycelium is. Okay, it said finish work, but I don't think that's what it means. I think that's just exit the computer or something. So what about the mausoleum? The start was in October of 84. Scrapped in January of 86. Usage of dead and human organs and tissues in Project Stachanovets. Unclear. Active function of some organs return. CNS. Oh, the results are unclear. CNS functions cannot be revived. What is CNS? Test subjects inadequate. I would say that's a cognitive and neurological system. That's like a that's, you know, our upper sort of higher brain thing where we speak and are aware of things. Addendum: needs further resources. Sent message to base. So I would think that that last one is the things that we see going around, maybe. After inputting the command, you see the following choices. So we got Project Stachanovets. Start on January of 1980. Scrapped in 87. Wait, January 87? That was after the war. Goal project: designing a combat unit capable of survival without food, water, first aid, sleep, high or average morale. Without needing high or average morale, I think. To be used in place of standard soldiers in certain situations. Was this one? The Stachanovets. So it's a combat unit, which can mean literally anything, because a unit just means it's a thing. So like you can have a computer. It's a combat unit. It's a computer still. It's a combat computer, but it's like it's a laptop or something. It's just it's the combat unit, because that one is not meant for combat, so it's not the combat unit. That other one, you know what I mean? So I don't know what this is. I think it might be a super soldier, but it could also be a robot. Or it could be a tank, a car. Because I suppose they don't need that. I mean, food and water. Yeah, I think it might be either super soldier or just in opposition to people, to what people do, because they would need food, and if you make a robot, then it's not going to need food. Anyway, to be used in place of standard soldiers in certain situations. Yeah, but still not telling me if it's a person. The mixed results: test subjects do not require... interesting again, these abbreviations in prose. Not needed. You don't do that. You don't abbreviate in prose. Anyway, test subjects do not require sustenance, sleep, first aid, the high morale. The medium morale. They require medium morale, which is such... average. Sorry, not medium. Lack control. They lack control, I think. Lifespan 2 to 3 days. Far too short for practical use. Needs further resources. Sent message to base. What about Solntzen? Oh my god. Lintz? Solntseverov. I think that might be what it is. It started in 85 and was scrapped with a dash this time around. In 87. It's almost as if all of these were written by different people, which would make sense because it's like a big base or whatever. The project had the goal of creating the ability to use plant created in V2 and Haleborod projects for the needs of Project Stachanovets. Creation of a plant-based artificial organ capable of feeding test subject organism through photosynthesis. The result was a failure. Necrosis of test subject tissues starting with day 3. What about Haleborod? Started in 84. And wasn't the other one started before this? Anyway, and ended in 91, so way after the war. But again, that was the last one that they finished. Again, these guys were alive after the war, so yeah. Goal of project was to check the hybrid plant created during V2 project for ability to provide edible fruit. Result: failure. Fruit of plant hybrid Haleborod-1 small and poisonous. And you should have expected that. Plants tend to be poisonous in general, and especially if they're like coming from mutated myceliums. Also, yeah, they're not plants either. But anyway, that's gonna be that for today because we're out of time. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Atom RPG. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.